Hello, welcome back. I have some second season football on the table. I thought for my first legit project, I would give the 1957 Browns a shot. They were 9-2-1. This is Jim Brown's rookie season. They lost to the Lions in the NFL championship game. So they had the best record in the NFL, however, and so I thought it would be interesting to see this season. In 1957, they only played 12 games, so it shouldn't be a very long replay. So again, just start and see how it goes. So 1957 football was quite a bit different than than today's football. So, anyway, we got the Giants in Cleveland Municipal to take on the Browns opening day, September 29th, 1957, at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. So, should be a fun game, and we'll see how it goes. So, how I do the coin flip is the home team is red, and the away team is white. Whoever gets the highest gets the ball first. So, the Browns will get the ball first. So kicking off for the Giants will be Ben Agajanian. Never heard of him before, but we'll hopefully that's in the ballpark. So they kicked off from the 40 in 1957. So we got a 62, and his kickoff rating is D, so that's going to be 46 yards, 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 15 on our decider die. That's going to be Jim Brown. Will actually be doing the return duties on this one. So we'll get him ready there. So he will take it from the 14. Ooh, 61. That could be good. Add 9 yards to the player's return grade, pushed out of bounds. So his return grade is 23, so 9 would be 32. 10, 20, 32. So the Browns get the ball on their own 46, and he was kicked out of bounds. So anytime that happens, I just do 15 seconds on the clock. Brown with a 32-yard return, and the Browns will get the ball in very good position to start the game. So both teams are tendency to run, so we will take that into consideration. I mean, they're like very heavy. The Cleveland Browns are a +4 and a +6 with the Giants defense, and the Giants come in at a +3. So both teams very run-oriented, so we probably won't do very many probable passes, a lot of normals, some short yardage to try to keep the runs, semi-close to what they were in real life. So, leading off, they got tendency, and their tendency is to run, as we have just discussed. So that's a 5. So that will be an inside safe defense. Here is the Browns with the ball. So 15 on the inside. That's going to be to Chet Hanalak. And he is giving an outside grade of B for the first 3 carries. But we're inside, so that won't apply. So we got a 15. A 45 is the GB, a run of 2. And that's Fred Robinson, and he is just a 1. So he is... Oh, wait a minute here. I think I read the wrong one. So we got run safe, 45. No, I did good. Actually, that's the QB. Nope. 45 is QB. Is he a run of 2? And Tommy O'Connell is just a 1. So that would be a no on the 45. Smothered at the line, 1-yard loss. So 2nd and 11. As I've said many times, I lose some brain cells when I turn on this camera. I don't know why. I guess I'm thinking of other things and getting distracted. So it's 2nd and 11 for the Browns. We got an inside run on a blitz this time. So that's a 14 on the inside run. Will be Hanalak once again. We got a 46, which will be the unusual chart. 53 on the unusual is a 5-yard gain and a fumble, unless he's an exclamation point. And on the inside, Chet Hanalak is indeed an exclamation point. So how about that? And on the outside too. So that's not going to be a fumble. That's going to be 5 yards. And next we lost a yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 3rd and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. So we will do, let's see, Hanalak got 5 yards. It gives him a net of 4. So we'll go ahead and do the normal here again to kind of keep in line with the game. So we got an audible. So the audible 4 is going to be a screen pass safe. So Tommy O'Connell will go to the air. That's a 15. So 15 is going to be to Ray Renfro, the flanker, sometimes running back. We got a 23 is the D or the K, a 2 pass. So Ed Hughes, the cornerback, is not, and K is John Martinovic, and he is a 1, so neither one of them are a 2. So we go to the XS column. 62 is the quarterback's X grade greater than 4, and it's 8. So that's going to be defensive back out of position, go to the go chart. So how about that? Oh, 64, that's going to be big time. 81 plus yards, he's on the 50, so touchdown. How about that? So right out of the gate, the Browns, if they get an extra point here, will score more than they did in the real matchup. So let's see, an attempt, and that was to Renfro. Ray Renfro with a 50-yard touchdown. So just like that, on a screen pass even. So defensive man not in position, and so Lou, is it Groza? Groza is a AAA on the extra point. That's a 55. Unusual results. I always hate those on the extra point. 41 on the place kick is good, but we got an injury. And a lot of people on the injuries will use like a backup, and that's probably what I'll do here. So let's write down here. So first quarter with Cleveland, Ray Renfro from O'Connell. 50-yarder, extra point, and we are, 13-15 into the game. So I don't think they even had a first down. I think it went right to touchdown. So 7-0. Oh, let me get my scoreboard up. All right, so Browns up 7-0 on a quick bomb. All right, so they will kick off here. Lou Groza is a C kickoff. So that's a 13, so that's going to be pretty deep, 70 yards. So that's out of the back of the end zone. So the Giants will start on their 20. So I do the little visor there to know that I'm on the defense. So 1st and 10 for the Giants. Outside run. So the Browns guessed right on the first play from the Giants line of scrimmage. So that's a 14. 14 on the outside is Webster. Looks like that's Alex Webster, who it looks like in these formations that he's a running back or a flanker, so they maybe had 3 backs in this game. So Alex Webster will be running on this one. Oop, get black. All right, so Alex Webster, outside run, and he got a 36. Is the TA a run of 2? And that's Roosevelt Brown, and he is, so he does a good job of blocking for 63 is the outside grade greater than B, and Webster is not. He is a C, so that would be a no. Knocked down after 14 plus the white die, 17 yards. 4, 5, 6. So both teams off to a good start offensively. So that's a running first down for the Giants. Webster was 17 yards right off the bat. So again, this game was 6-3 in real life. So it looks like it may not mirror reality here in the replay. So we got a tendency, which is run 2. That's an outside safe. So that should just be 1 over. So the outside 17, that's to Webster again. 54 is the H, a run of 0. And Lynn Ford, the defensive end for the Browns, is a 1. So that would be a no. Defender blast runner for a 1-yard loss. So Webster not getting anywhere that time as Lynn Ford breaks through the line. Gets the best of Roosevelt Brown that time. And so that knocks him down to 16 yards for the game, 2 carries. So we got 2nd and 11. Got a short pass. So the Browns guess right. Charlie Connerly is the quarterback today. And so a short pass is to Frank Gifford out of the backfield, 1-2. And he is a D on a 1-2, and that's incomplete. So, again, not the completion rating they have back then that they do today. So, Connerly is 0 for 1 on passing today. And so, again, I'm not going to do too much of the probable pass, just, again, because both teams ran so much. I think on the box score, I think, like, the Browns only threw 10 passes this game. So, we will stay with normal. So, they're going to medium pass anyway. So we got a medium pass, safe defense for the Browns. So a medium pass 11, that's going to be Kyle Rote, split in. Is a 43, is the QB, a pass of 2. And Charlie Connerly is indeed a pass of 2. Nice adjustment, complete for R plus white die roll. His R is we went going to Rote. Rote's is 14 plus 3 is 17. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 17-yard pass to Rote. First down, second first down for the Giants. First completion for Connerly. And 17 to Rote. First and 10 inside Cleveland's 47. So they're in Cleveland territory. Screen pass safe. Here's the Giants from the line of scrimmage. We got an 18. That's going to be to McAfee, who is the backup tight end. 35 is the FB, a pass of 0. And inside of the opponent's 50, he is. So complete, but chased out of bounds for a 5-yard loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of bounds, I just do 15. Second down, so we got a completion there, but nothing to be proud of. So McAfee, that's Ken McAfee. Or maybe McAfee. I'm going to go with McAfee. So he catches that for a 5-yard loss. We got 2nd and 15. Short pass safe. Short pass safe. So that's a 7. That's going to be to Webster, Alex Webster, running back / flanker. 56 is the a 0 pass. And that is Don Collo, defensive tackle, is a 1. So that's a no. Quarterback pressured, unloads, throws, goes to Y chart. So a lot of interceptions here. Let's see. Actually, he's a 5, so that's not too bad. So let's see what the Y. Let's see if Don Collo pressures him enough to throw an interception. So 63. That's nope. He's 12 or more. Pass knocked away by leaping defender. So good job by Don Collo to get the pressure on him. Incomplete. So Charlie Connerly is 2 for 4. And we've got 3rd and long. And again, I'm going to stick with the normal plays to kind of keep it. Again, they didn't pass much back then. So we got an inside run safe. So 15 on the inside. That's going to be to Triplett, Mel Triplett. Backup fullback. He gets 45 as the QB, a run of 2, and he's just a 1. Smothered at the line for a 1-yard loss. So that'll be 4th down for the Giants. Let's see, that's running. So we decided that was Mel Triplett. Gets for a 1-yard loss. So that will be a punt for the Giants. Their punter is Don Chandler. He's got a 45 average, a B return, A coffin, A block. So he's a very good punter. So Don Chandler will send this one off. So 63, so that's not good. Heavy punt rush, possible block punt, go to the punt block chart. So again, he's an A, so he should be able to get this off. And that's an 11, so is his block, it's not. He's not an F, he's an A, so 48-yard punt, no return. How about that? 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that puts the Browns back on their 5. So it's 15 seconds with no return. Nice punt, almost blocked, but got off a heck of a punt there. So that's 48 yards for the punt. So the Browns have the lead, but they are backed up deep in their own zone on the 5-yard line. So here we go. 1st and 10 from their 5. Inside run blitz, so that could be exciting. So inside run 7, that's going to be to our man Jim Brown getting his first carry, and of course he gets a 55. Unusual play, 62. He gets a 5-yard gain and a possible fumble. He does not have the exclamation point. So let's see if he can hang on to it here. Hate for our rookie's very first carry to fumble. That would suck. 52 is the E, rated a 2 on the run. And that's Harlan Sver. He is a 1, so he is not. So that's the DR and no return. So Mr. Brown picks up his own fumble. And it is 2nd and 10. So good job by Jim Brown. Dropped it, but got it back up. So that's his first carry of his career. 5-yarder and a fumble. But he was able to pick it up. I underline one line, red if he fumbles it, and then put one on top if he didn't get it back up on my scorecard here. Show you what I mean. So you can see there I underline it with red. If they lose it, then I put a line on top in red. And then, of course, I got it on the thing here, 1 fumble but no lost. So that's kind of what's going on there. All right, so 2nd and 5 for the Browns. 9:45 left in the quarter. We got, a trick play. How about that? That'll be exciting. Let's see what they do. So we got a 64. Choice running back attempts medium pass after taking pitch out from QB. Go to unusual results column, page 39. So choice RB, medium pass. So it looks like I don't think they've got anybody that's rated as a pass. Not that I can see anyway. So choice attempts medium pass after taking pitch out. So we'll go with Jim Brown here. We'll say it's him. So we go to unusual results on page 39. Okay, interesting. 53. 17 yards, hard hit. Did it say who he was throwing to? Okay, I don't know. We'll see. So we got a hard hit, 17 yards. This is, in my review of this game, this is one of those things I was talking about where you got like 27 rolls to get a result, which is it's kind of fun, but the results are, but I wish there was a quicker way to get to them. So 54, hard hit is the D-rated 0. And so this would be a pass, I suppose. But the original play was this is a trick play. But it was a run because they pitched out to. So either way, he's a 1. So he is not rated a 0, so that's incomplete. So that was a lot of hullabaloo, and that just ends up with Jim Brown having an incomplete pass. So we'll put that over here on our score card. So that's incomplete. 15 seconds on the clock. So we got 3rd and 5. Well, that was exciting. Again, I wish there was a way to get to those plays just a little quicker, but it is what it is. So, all right. So we got a screen pass safe on this one. So we got 17. Screen pass will be to, that's to Brown out of the backfield. 43 is the center, a 2 pass, and he is not. Caught, fights back to the line for no gain. So that'll make it 4th down for the Browns. So O'Connell 2 for 2. And that's Paul Brown. That's Jim Brown. Catches it, but for no yards. And so the Browns are forced to punt. 4th and 5, so they at the 10, so we need a good punt here. Let's see, their punter is Kenny Cons, and his average is 39, so not a great punter. Let's see what he can do here. So 53. Is his return an A? It is not. It is a B. So subtract 2 yards and go to the return page. So 37 yards, 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a 37-yard punt. 3, that would be to Filipski. Gene Filipski will return it for the Giants. 56, add 7 yards to the player's return grade. Injury on the play. Oh, I've had 2 injuries that I have forgotten to do. So I think I might just forgo the injuries this game. So add 7 yards. His is 5, so that's a 12-yard return. So the Giants are in excellent position. So on the punt return, you got Gene Filipski with a 12-yard return, which is very good for a punt. So the Giants are in excellent field position as they find themselves on the 35 of the Browns. Down by 7. So here is the play. We got a screen pass. So the Browns guess right. We got a 24. 5 will be to Gifford out of the backfield again. So 24 is the A or the H, a 0 pass. So Don Paul is a 2. H is Lynn Ford, and he is a 2 in that field position, so that would be a no. Defender in good position, go to the Y chart. So possible interception here. 55, and he is not a 10 or more. He's just a 5, so that would be pass deflected by defensive lineman, incomplete. So Connerly just 2 for 5 today. It is 8:45 left in the quarter. 2nd and 10. That's a medium pass safe, so we're getting a lot more passes here than I'm supposed to. I might have to intervene. Medium pass safe. Oop, there goes the dice. So medium pass 10. That's to Webster, Alex Webster. 31 is the TB, or the GA is 0. So TB pass, he's a 1. The GA is a pass of 2. So quarterback choice defender. Oh, wait a minute. They are no to the 0 pass. TB and C, or GA. That's Billy Austin and Dick Yelvington, and they're a 1 and a 2 respectively. So quarterback runs. Go to page 14 and roll again. So Charlie Connerly is an E. So he is not a great runner. Let's see what he can do here. Under the pressure. 43 is the SB, a run of 0, and Frank Gifford is not. So that goes to the XR column. Is the CE, a run of 0, and Ray Wichesi is not. So slips through the line for 7 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 yards for Connerly. His first rush of the day. So we got 3rd and 3. Inside run safe. Inside run safe. So that's going to be to Epps, Bobby Epps, the fullback. He gets a 1-1. Let's see, on the inside, Epps is a grade of A for the first 4 carries. So unfortunately, however, that just gives him 1 yard. So the Browns defense stands him up as he's only able to get 1 yard on that. And so we find themselves on the 27, 4th. Did I do the clock on that one? Can't remember if I did or not. I'm going to say I didn't because I don't remember doing it. So anyway, one thing about 1957 in the summary that they put out with the game, it talked about how that there wasn't a lot of field goals, and so anything over 40 yards, they suggest you roll a decider die to see if they go for it or if they do actually do a field goal, because they didn't go for the points much back then. But this is going to be a 34-yarder, so we will say that is a normal. He is a field goal kicker of B, Ben Ajajian. Going to bug me. I'm going to have to research that and figure out what his name is. All right, so here's the field goal attempt, 35. He is a B. That's 42, and that's enough. So field goal up and good. 34-yarder. And the Giants are on the board, 7-3. So I've got my scoring summary on the back of my scorecard here. So New York, that's Ben Agajian. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Field goal, 34-yarder. with 7:45 left in the first quarter, and it is 3-7 Browns. All right. So the Giants will kick off here. Again, Ben is a D. So that's 14 and a D. That's 66 yards deep. So we will take that out at the 20. No return. So 7:30 left in the first quarter. I'll probably just play a quarter of this. Again, just the other couple games I did was toward the end of the game. So I thought I would try one from the beginning. Play for an hour just to see how I play. All right, so the Browns with the ball. They call a short pass safe. Short pass safe. So that's a 4. Let's see, I got to get my visor up because the Browns are on offense. So we got a 4. Short pass is going to be to Brewster. That's Pete Brewster, the tight end. 13. O'Connell is a B. So that's for 1 yard. So that's 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Second down. So O'Connell's 3 for 3. He does have that big bomb, but Brewster just 3 yards that time. So that's 53 yards passing. 2nd and 7. Inside run safe. So that's 20. So that's going to be to Modzalowski. Man, what is it with these teams and these names? When you get an unfamiliar, part of teams, I'm getting some horrible names in this game. Modzalowski. Anyway, that's 55, and of course, that's unusual. There's only 3 of those, and it amazes me how many times that I hit them. So 56, that's no gain. And that's going to be a fumble at the line unless he's an exclamation point. And Modzalowski is not an exclamation point. So that's Ed Modzalowski. All right, so we got a possible fumble here. Brown lost one earlier, but was able to pick it up. Let's see if Modzalowski can do the same. 34 is the QB, rated as 0 at run, and O'Connell is not, so he falls on it. So the Browns fumble again and pick it up again. So good job by O'Connell to get that one. So that's a 0. A fumble, but able to pick it up. All right, so we got 3rd and 7. 6:30 left in the quarter. Outside run safe. So outside run 5, that's going to be to Jim Brown. 36 is the EC, a run of 2. And Pete Brewster, unfortunately, is just a 2. Dump behind the backfield for a 2-yard loss. A question mark would be a fumble, but Brown is not a question mark, so 2-yard loss for Brown. That's going to be 4th and 9. So Brown has a net of 3 now. So his first game of his career, not off to the best start ever, so that will be a second punt of the day for the Browns as Kenny Contz is on to kick it. So we got a 33. 33 is his return grade, and E or F. It is not. Add 3 yards, bounces out of bounds. So that would be 3, would be 42. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2. So pretty good punt, no return. 42 yards on that one after a 37, his first effort. So the Giants with the ball on their own 37, down by 4 points. Here we go. I really like this play thing. The ones where you have the little thing that you kind of hold, it's very inaccurate, and so I love having the yard markers. It took a little bit to get, to understand how it flowed, but all in all, I really like this board. Al Wilson did a good job on it, as he does lots of things well in the sporting game community. All right, so the Giants with the ball. You got a screen pass blitz, so that could be a good call. So 5 is going to be to Gifford out of the backfield. 61 is the F, a 2 pass. And that would be middle linebacker Vince Costello. He is not. XS column. 25 is the GA or the GB, a 0 pass. And both of their guards are 2 passes. So good offensive line for the Giants. They were 7-5 this year. So that would be a no. So caught, breaks tackles, 12 yards. So Frank Gifford with 12 yards screen. First down. That's the third first down. I don't think the Browns have had a first down yet, except for that touchdown. So Connerly, 3 of 6. And Frank Gifford out of the backfield. And how many yards did we say that was? 25. See, it was 12. So Frank Gifford with 12 yards. First and 10 from the 49. Got an audible. 6, that's an inside run blitz. So inside 15, that's going to be to Mel Triplett, 16. Let's see, Triplett doesn't have anything special. On the inside, he's a C. 16C is for 2 yards. Second 8. So that gives him a net of 1 as his second carry of the game. Second 9. Got another audible. And that's a long pass. Charlie Connerly does not have the bomber rating, so we got a long pass and a safe defense. So the Giants are going to air it out here. Long pass on a safe. So 16, that's going to be to Alex Webster. 66 are the home team on offense. They are not. So go to the Y chart. See again. Charlie Connerly is a 5. The Browns have no adjustments to that. So 24. Oh, 3 or more he is. Long is 19 yards to the B or C. So 10, 19. So he's going to incomplete that. We got an interception. Now, again, this one is just saying it's one of the defensive backs. So I'm going to do the 20-sided roll because it wasn't based on any ratings or anything. So we get an 11, and that's going to be Paul. Don Paul, the cornerback, with the interception. Let's see if he gets a return here. .24. He is twist forward for 4 yards. 2, 3, 4. So the Browns get the ball back on the first turnover of the game. 4:15 left. So that's Paul got 4 yards on the return. So Browns get the ball. 4:15 left in the quarter. Short pass safe. I might have to intervene here on some of these calls. Looks like we're getting a few too many passes. So short pass 17. That's going to be to Brown out of the backfield again. 45 is the TB, a 0 pass. And he is not. That's Mike McCormick, the outside tackle, the right tackle. He's a 1, so he is not. Complete under pressure, half R yards. Jim Brown's R is 3. So you round up, so 2 big ones there for Brown. So not great receiver out of the backfield. O'Connell's 4 for 4. And Brown has 2 catches for a whopping 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Outside run blitz. So let's see if they can get around the blitzers here. Could be an interesting play call combination. And I got to get my Browns on offense. That helps me remember. So 19 outside. That's going to be to Reynolds. Billy Reynolds. It's nothing special. So 43 is the TA, a 2 run. And that is Lou Groza, who is also their place kicker. How about that? Their left tackle, offensive tackle, is also their place kicker. And he was a very good offensive tackle at 2-2. So he was indeed rated a 2. So that would be an XR column. So it looks like he might break Mr. Reynolds here. So 25 is the GA or the GB, a run of 0. And they are both runs of 1. They're passing 0. So that would be no. Burst through the gap for 8 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First down. So that's the Browns' first down that I wrote down anyway. So Reynolds with an 8-yard gain. First down. 3:15 left in the quarter. That's an audible. 6 is an inside run safe. Inside run safe. And that's going to be Chet Hanulak. 24 is the I or the G, a run of 2. That's Jim Katkovich is a 1. The G is Bill Savoda, who is a 1, so that would be a no. Hammers ahead for a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9. Hanulak has run 3 times for 5 yards. 2nd and 9. Got an outside run safe. That's a 14. That's going to be to Hanulak again. 52 is the C, a run of 0. And that's Emlyn Tunnel, and he is not. Defender wrestles runner out of bounds, no gain. So good job by the safety to come up and take care of that one. So they went out of bounds, so the clock stops. 3rd down. And that's 4 carries for 5 yards for Chet Hanulak. 3rd and 9. Outside run pass. So they guess wrong here. So let's see if somebody can get some yardage. So 20. That's going to be Modelowski. 43 is the SB, a run of 0. And Chet, that's Hanulak. He is a 1. So he sets a good block. So that would be a no. Nicely executed. 11-yard gain. So how about that? Another first down. 2 minutes left in the quarter. That's another running. And that's Modelowski's got 2 runs for 11 yards now. 1st and 10. Second first down of the game for the Browns. Got a medium pass safe. So medium pass 19. That's going to be Lou Carpenter. Looks like he's the backup tight end. 42 is the EB, a pass of 2. The EB, and that's Ray Frenfro, and he actually is a pass of 2. So he looks like he stays in and sets a good block. So that's going to be the XM column. 62 is the SB, a 0 pass. The SB is a 0 pass. Quarterback forced to improvise. Dumps off for 2 dice yards. 2 whole yards. Yeah, lucky roll there. So 130 left. And who was that to? That was to Lou Carpenter. We got Preston Carpenter, who's the flanker. So Lou Carpenter with 2 yards. 2nd and 8. 130 left in the quarter. Got an outside run safe. So that's a 12. So that's going to be, our man on the outside run is going to be Lou Carpenter. Again, these offensive formations, you know, he probably was a back. I mean, obviously he was, because on the outside, that's 9 to 15. So he obviously did a lot of running. So 65 is the K, a run of 2. And that's John Martinokovich. Man, what these names are unbelievable. And he is not a run of 2. So runner accelerates for 7 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minute left. 3rd and 1. So let's see, that was Lou Carpenter. Get 7 yards. So we got 3rd and 1. So we're going to call this a short yardage. So the tendency run. Tendency is run. 5. That's going to be an inside run. And they guessed run. Inside run. So 11, that's going to be to Jim Brown. 65 is the H, a run of 2. And we've already determined that he is not. He's a pass of 2. That's actually Andy Robustelli. Did anybody named Smith play football in 1957? Robustelli, and he is not a run of 2, so that's a no. Is he rated 0? He is not. So a 1 yard gain. So they plow ahead and get just enough for the first down. So another first down. That's the 3rd running first down for the Browns. And who did we decide was running this one? Oh, that was inside. That was Jim Brown. So Jim Brown's got 3 carries for 4 yards. So an important first down there, but he's not having a great game so far. So 1st and 10 from the Giants 34. We got a medium pass. They guess pass. So 10 is going to be that's Preston Carpenter. 36 is the GA, a pass of 0. And that's Herschel Forrester, and he is indeed a pass of 0. Is the I or the J a 0 pass? No, they are both 1, so that would be no. Otherwise, let's see, he runs if they were. Otherwise, a 7-yard sack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's it for the first quarter. First sack of the game, O'Connell is sacked. So those were based on ratings. So it's Jim Katkovich and Dick Modzaleski. That's the same name as Ed Modzaleski. Lusky, I mean. Wonder if they're related. They got to be with that name. So we'll do 1, 2, or 3. It's Jim. 3, 4, or 5, or 4, 5, or 6. It's Dick. 2. So that's Jim Katkovich with the sack. That's Katkovich with a K. Katkovich. That's we decided that was a 6-yard, didn't we? So 2nd and long. So that's it for the first quarter. So I'll go ahead and pause it here. I'm done with for the night. So again, it took what are we at? Right at 50 minutes. So again, it takes a while. So I might go ahead and try to bring up the next quarter here. We got a good one so far. Browns up 7-3. One thing about the decide or die, we're getting a few of those high rolls, which frustrates you a little bit because you're not getting the ball to the people who, you think should get it. But, that stuff like that can happen in real life. Jim Brown is new, and on the inside, he only is like a 1-8. He gets the ball on the inside. That was outside. On the inside, 1-12. So he's much more likely to get the ball inside. So he didn't run for 1,000 yards this year in his rookie year. I think he had 800 and some. So, but at any rate, like I said, we'll pause it for here, and like I said, I'll try to get the second quarter up as soon as I can, or at least get part of the game up later and let you know how it's going. So that'll do it from Cleveland Municipal Stadium, Sunday, September the 29th, 1957, and I will see you next time.